What's up, geometry? It's been a while since I've seen you. In this video, we'll be talking about the reflexive property, so make sure you have something to write with. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so news you can use. Let's go ahead and start off by defining the reflexive property. So the reflexive property basically states any segment or angle is congruent to itself. And there's a disclaimer, and this is the only thing that we can assume congruency for in a diagram. So let's take a look at an example that uses the reflexive property. Now, if you need to pause the video to finish writing, go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, welcome back. So let's take a look at an example looking at the reflexive property. So here's your example. Let's say we've got this triangle right here, triangle CAK, and then two smaller triangles inside. So triangle CAE and triangle KAE. And so we're given this information, which is AC is congruent to AK. So I'm going to mark that here. And CE is congruent to EK. And we want to prove that triangle CAE. So we want to prove that this triangle is in fact congruent to that other small triangle right here in pink. So here's how we would do that proof. So we would start off by writing down our givens. We want to make sure that we're marking our diagram. So those two sides are congruent and this side and this side are congruent. Okay, now here's where the reflexive property comes into play. Both of the triangles share this segment AE. And so the way that we would write that in the proof is we would say AE is congruent to AE. So you're basically saying AE is congruent to itself. And the reason for that would be the reflexive property. And then once we've written that out, we've got enough information to prove that the two triangles are congruent by side, side, side. Here's the first side, here's the second side, and here's the third side. You want to make sure that you've got all the necessary information to prove the triangles are congruent. Now, that's how you use the reflexive property in a proof. If you've got any questions, come back to class and let's go over a couple more examples.